Yo, listen, I'm about to put some of y'all on game right now with this crazy story about Raygun and how she moseyed her way into the Olympics. Some of y'all fools about to be shocked, but chill. I got you. So you know, in the summer of 2024, the cultural art form called breaking officially set foot onto the Olympic stage. It started in hoods of New York, and from projects where most would have thought nothing good could have came out of there. But the young cats that came up in gang violence found a different way to express themselves. Bro, back in the day, a movement that us called breaking came from Black and Latino brothers in the Bronx during the 1970s. And now, it became a global spectacle. For the breaking community, this was more than a competition. It was a celebration and the respect the culture needed for over 50 years. But the debut of breaking wasn't without its challenges. Mugs in the scene had questions about fairness and fears of cultural erasure, so breaking's inclusion in the Olympics sparked intense debates. One name that everybody and their mom knows now is Raygun, the shorty from Australia whose performance raised eyebrows and shocked the whole breaking community with what she did on national television. Some say it's a disgrace. Some say she was just expressing herself. I say, let's just hop right into it, homie. But yo, check this. Before we hop into all the nonsense that the Aussie shorty brought to the scene, let's show some respect to the culture and the real hip-hop heads who made this whole thing what it is today. Time for a history lesson. Breaking's journey began in the 1970s in the Bronx, New York. You should already know this, but some of y'all like to forget the roots, so sit down and listen up, fool. In New York, the African American and Latino youth faced harsh realities: poverty, gang violence, and urban neglect, but they turned adversity into art. The OGs such as Ken Swift from Rocksteady Crew and Lil Lep from the New York City Breakers laid out the yellow brick roads for the new gen. Also, DJs like Kool Herc who introduced extended breaks in songs, giving birth to a dance that became an outlet for expression and identity. For the youth of the Bronx, breaking was more than movement. It was a movement that gave young cats power and courage. They could finally tell the world, I exist and I matter. Battles became a defining feature, with dancers challenging each other to showcase skill, creativity, and style. This wasn't just dance, it was survival, storytelling, and self-expression. What started as a lifeline in the Bronx soon became a worldwide sensation. By the 1980s, breaking was no longer confined to the Bronx, with mugs from the hoods showing up in movies, music videos, and getting flown out to do shows across the globe to spread its influence to cities like Tokyo and Paris. Breakers worldwide added their cultural spin to the style, creating a rich, fresh perspective on freestyle dancing. Oh man, we done lit a fire in some folks for sure. And as breaking grew, so did the competitive scene. Events like the Battle of the Year and Red Bull BC1 highlighted the athleticism and artistry of the b-boys. Yet, even as breaking became a worldwide fad, it remained true to its grassroots origins. You feel me? Thriving in community centers, street corners, and underground scenes. Yo, I know you're feeling this story, so click that like button and drop a gem in the comments if you ain't no sucker. Now back to it. Let's move forward a couple of decades and talk about some spicy hot fuego breaking news. So what happens when the underground meets the mainstream? It seems like the big boys can never stop throwing their money at urban culture. It's cool though. It's 'cause we hot fam. Listen, the Olympics were about to change everything. In 2018, the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, made a groundbreaking announcement. Breaking would debut at the Youth Olympics. This set the stage for its inclusion in the 2024 Summer Olympics. For many breakers, this was validation. For others, it was some bullshit. I can't be speaking like that, you heard. But it gave a chance for breakers to share their unique style and their craft on an equal footing with traditional sports like gymnastics and swimming. Yet the news sparked concerns. Would the Olympics honor breaking's cultural roots? Or would it dilute the dance in favor of strict athletic standards? Chill, I know we using big words, but y'all gotta catch up. Don't sleep on what's about to happen. The breaking community found itself being pulled left and right, torn between excitement and skepticism. They talked about breaking bringing freshness and a promise of a new exciting sport. But what happened was, Raygun, it shook up the whole scene like Mobb Deep. Now we are here. It's time to talk spicy on the Aussie shorty and expose her for who she truly is. But before we break open a can of Watch Your Mouth, let's speak about my boy, Phil Wizard, that maple syrup Canadian, croissant-eating son of a gun, wowed audiences with jaw-dropping moves, and an amazing performance, sticking to breaking's roots and still holding down the athleticism with those rock-hard abs. But yo, even though Phil and many others were on fire that night, here come Miss Aussie shorty, Raygun. Her journey to the Olympics wasn't without effort. She won her regional qualifier, but she had some pull in the matter and finessed her way into the spot, but that's beside the point. Listen. The Oceania qualifier lacked the depth of competition seen in other regions. Critics argued that her skills didn't reflect the level expected at the Olympics. Her battles ended without scoring a single point. Shorty did not score a single point. Are you kidding me, fam? It's time to start cooking. Bro, she left audiences disappointed, received widespread backlash, and some even say disrespected the Black and Latino communities. But hold up. Let's not get too spicy. I'll fall back. So for many aspiring breakers, Raygun's Olympic spot felt unjust. Maria Gonzalez, a skilled U.S. breaker who didn't qualify, voiced the frustration of many. I've spent years perfecting my craft. To see someone underprepared on that stage, it's heartbreaking. The controversy revealed deeper flaws in the Olympic qualification process. Regional disparities meant some dancers faced intense competition, while others had easier paths. For a dance rooted in respect, hardships, and grittiness, this imbalance felt like a betrayal to the OGs and the homies. Let's face the truth of the matter. The real story wasn't just about Raygun. It was about breaking's identity. Breaking isn't just a sport. I repeat, breaking is not a sport. It's a dance. Born from the struggles of impoverished communities, it carries stories of resilience, creativity, and triumph. Bro, these are some big facts we spitting. Did you subscribe yet? If you did, you a real one. I'll see you again. Back to the main issue, fam. For many breakers, it was feared that turning breaking into an Olympic event risked stripping away its essence. Yet others saw opportunity, which I ain't mad at. I was there. Listen to the joy that came from a B-girl's heart. This is our chance to show the world what breaking really means, said B-girl Sasha, competitor from Germany. The Olympics could be a platform to elevate breaking while honoring its roots, but only if done right. Well, tell that to Ms. Raygun, homie. Oh yeah, I forgot. She already banking off her disrespect to the culture. Anyway, how do we move forward? What are the next steps to continue to keep the realness of breaking alive? For sure. I got you, homie. Check this out. The 2024 Olympics highlighted both breaking's potential and its growing pains. From the homies Phil Wizard, Victor, Danny Dan, and shout out to the queens in this craft, like the Lil Sis Logan, Kitty Kate, and India, they all demonstrated the dance's artistry and athleticism, while the flaws in the qualification process revealed the need for reform. For Raygun, the Olympics were a wake-up call. Acknowledging the criticism, she said, I know I didn't meet expectations, but I earned my spot. Nah, fam, where's Kanye? Ema let you finish, but logistics smoked your ass 3-0 shorty. Anyway, her story became a symbol of both the challenges and the opportunities facing breaking as it enters the mainstream. But on a serious note, we have to preserve the culture and continue the rawness of what breaking is. As you may know, breaking will not be in the 2028 Olympics, and in my opinion, we don't need it there. We have and been had our own jams and competitions for decades. If you want to go to a real breaking jam, go to Freestyle Session, Red Bull, BC1, or your local jam in your part of town. They are way better than what those IOC young bulls can put together. Breaking's essence was never about medals. It was about passion, identity, and community. Honoring its Bronx origins while pushing the art form forward is the key to ensuring its legacy. If you made it this far, I appreciate you really trying to do your research and not doom scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. You learned something today. The world has seen breaking, but will never truly understand it. I'm out, homie. Peace.